This is the lineup for the final of the men's coxed fours. Italy in 1, German Democratic Republic in 2, Romania in 3, Czechoslovakia in 4, Great Britain in 5, and the Soviet Union in 6. The Brits, coached by Mike Spracklin. And lane 6, nearest to the camera. That's the Soviet Union. Britain in 5, Czechoslovakia in 4, Romania in 3, German Democratic Republic in 2, Italy in 1, and we've got a clean start. Conditions good. Temperature now up to about 16 degrees, somewhat warmer than it was earlier. It's Italian 4, 2 of them, Mauro Giovanni, the bowman, and Massa at 2 were in the Italian coxed 4 in Seoul, but didn't reach the final.
And the real leaders in this race are likely to be the crew from the German Democratic Republic, who are the current world and Olympic champions, and the Romanian 4, which is 3 of the 4 that finished second in Seoul. There has been a suspicion in the heat that the crew from the German Democratic Republic may be vulnerable, so it'll be very interesting to see how this race develops. The British 4 have shown a lot of pace in the first half of the course, but have been thought to be vulnerable in the second. But as we come away towards the 500-metre mark, it's an early lead to the German Democratic Republic.
The official wind speed return is absolute 0, so you couldn't really ask for much better conditions. Temperature in the air about 16 degrees, so it's very pleasant.
The unknown quantity in this race is almost certainly the Czech 4, which finished 8th in Seoul, but which has impressed enormously here. Seems to be a very good crew indeed, so I think we should keep a close eye on them. They're there in lane 4, immediately inside in 5, Great Britain, who are currently in 5th position.
Czechs in the lead then at the first check mark, 500 metres gone, Romania in 2nd, German Democratic Republic in 3rd, and not much more than a quarter of a length between.
Yes, and that certainly is demonstrating the vulnerability, I think, of the GDR crew. They have, in the past, always shown a very strong pattern, and they've gone out very fast. But here we're seeing the lead being contested between, in lane 4, the Czech crew, and beyond them in lane 3, the Romanians. Only a foot or 2 between them.
Czechoslovakia, something of a surprise package at this level of the competition. It's certainly well in there with the Romanians in blue. The bow of the Soviet boat, number 6 in the lane nearest to the camera. Soviets have still 2 survivors from the 4 that went out in the semi-final at Seoul, and we go through the 1,000-metre mark with Romania leading from Czechoslovakia and the German Democratic Republic in 3rd, but it's still very close.
Yes, and from the British interest point of view, certainly the British crew is rowing a very different race. In the heats and semi-final, they would have been well up with the leaders, and I hope that this is a deliberate policy on their behalf and they haven't been left. There's been a slight problem of cohesion in the middle of the British coxed 4, in the middle of the race, perhaps in the 3rd 500, so we'll have to hope that they can get on terms and challenge these leaders down the second half of the course. At the moment it's Czechoslovakia there in 2nd position, and beyond the Romanians, who seem to have established a good lead.
Always easy to tell from some of these pictures the exact relationship of the crews, but there's a good shot of the British 4, Leander crew, with Matthew Pinsent at 2 in his first year as a senior. The other 3 were in the 8 at Seoul.
A good picture of the Romanians. A lot more shoulder swing used by this Romanian 4. It's by no means an attractive way to row, but it's extremely powerful, and it's got them in front, so that's what matters.
One change in their lineup since they took the silver medals in the Olympic Games. Nastasi at bow is a newcomer, and so too is the cox. 500 metres to go. Romania, followed by Czechoslovakia, and Great Britain now in 3rd. A medal chance here for Great Britain.
And Great Britain put a lot of pressure on in that vital 3rd 500. They managed to do what they hadn't done in the semi-final, which was to put in a strong burst in the vital third quarter. It's now a question whether their cohesion will hold together and they can stay in that third position or indeed improve on it.
The Romanians continue to lead. Czechoslovakia in second. Out of the picture, Britain pressing hard in third. Romanians continue to lead and look very comfortable. Always a strong rowing nation, the Romanians, particularly their women. The men doing extraordinarily well here. Great Britain well in this now. Great Britain pressing hard on the Czechs. Great Britain nearest to the camera in that shot. But the Romanians are going to take the gold. They're close enough to home now that nothing will stop that. And over the line they go. And Czechoslovakia take the silver just marginally ahead of Great Britain. A very good performance from the Leander Four. Italians and the Russians take fifth and sixth. The Romanians celebrate, so too do the Czechs, and so indeed should Great Britain.
Indeed, and any doubts about the cohesion or the speed of the British crew over the second and third quarters will have been completely dispelled, and the final part was excellent.
Confirmation and certain reason to celebrate, with Great Britain 3 seconds clear of the world champions and Olympic champions.